What up, YouTube world? We're back with another video. So quick update on well, my TIG welding for my vertical TIG welding. Sorry. I found out what my problem was. So if you guys can see right here, that was my last the last field pass I did on Friday of last week, before the weekend came in. So just so that you guys don't do the same mistake I did, open root on an open root for TIG welding, well, obviously depending on your material and everything, but for this certain material, it I believe it's what, like a quarter of an inch thick. So anyways, for this open root, what you want to do for the open root, you want to run it at about 110 amps. For your hot pass, which is the pass that goes right over your open root, that you want to do about 120. After that, your field passes, they got to be minimum about 140 or higher, or a little higher, you know, 140 to maybe even up to 170. I did not really, well, for one, I guess you could say I did not really pay attention to that. I was only doing everything in my root pass, my open root pass. I did do it at about 110, which that was correct. My hot pass was, I think I did it at about 110 as well, which that was bad. I should have done that. I should have done it a little hotter. So, and then, oh yeah, and, if you guys remember on my last video, when I did my hot pass, that's why I looked ugly, and I said, oh yeah, it was running very cold. I did it on a YouTube short as well, but yeah, it was running very cold. So I turned it up, and I did a dry run with no filler, so I could flatten it out a little bit, and then I did another fill pass, and that's this one right here that turned out like this. It's okay, but as you guys can tell, that's still too cold, and that's also because I ran it at 130. So let's crank this thing up to, let's go to like 155. So what I'm gonna do here is, as you guys seen, I just upped it to 155. So what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna do a dry run just so I can flatten all this out, because as you can see, that is not, oh, let's let this focus right here. Let's see. Yeah, that is not flat, and well, as you can tell, it's just cold. This is still a little bubbly. It's supposed to be flatter than this. So yeah, I will show you guys what it looks like after I do my dry run on here. So now this is much better. You see how now you can like actually tell that now you can actually see my weaves, you know, like, I mean, still not the best, not the greatest. I know I have some like different travel speeds and stuff, but like right here, this all right here had to be freehand though, like about that portion right there, just because I am like hitting right here, you know, I couldn't really walk the cup right here. But so after this right here, I was gonna just stop and then tie it in, but I decided to try to fix it. I don't know if you could tell, but I started like about right here. That's when I started pivoting my arm so that I could start angling my TIG torch so I could walk the cup. And then right here, that's when I just started walking the cup all the way up. Yeah, you can see there's still some, like, I don't know if you can see it, like there's an indent there. But yeah, you can see some imperfections in here, obviously. But I'm getting it. Yeah, so this is just to give you guys an idea of what it's supposed to look like, not like that last one that you've seen. And again, now I'm running at well, 155 again still. But yeah, so I'm running at 155. Honestly, I might even turn it up and go to like 160, just because when I was doing it, you know, I had to hold it for like about a second, or like half a second, you know, and then go up next side, half a second, you know. So I might just turn it up to 160, just so that when next time I do go with a filler, I could just, you know, not have to stop anywhere, just keep going all the way up. But yeah, so I'll show you guys how that turns out, and yeah, stay tuned for more. All right, guys, so here's another one. It's looking a little better. You can tell I did some tie-ins. All this right here, from here to here, it's all freehand. And then I tied in right there all the way up, and then I stopped right there. I did another tie-in right there, and finish it off. But now I'm running a little bit too hot. So I turned on my amperage. I'm at a 148. And really, I mean, it's not that you can't run this at like 150, 160, even 170, but you do have to keep in mind that if you turn up the heat, you also got to turn up your travel speed, you know. And when I say turn up your travel speed, that's on you, you know, like your own motion. You have to go faster. If you turn down your heat, well then you gotta slow down your travel speed. You know. So like essentially, let's say if I was at 160, you know, I'd be going boom, pretty fast all the way up, right? Now if I go down to like, let's say 140, then I have to go like, you know, slow, a little bit slower, you know. But my problem is right now that I did have my heat too high up, and I was going I was not, I don't know if it was like enough filler. I don't think I did add enough filler, but I was running way too hot, and that's why you can't really even see my weave lines. Like technically you're supposed to be able to see these more. It's supposed to look more like fish scales, you know. But you can't. I mean, yeah, you could kind of see the lines right here. I don't know if you see that right there, that line, then the next line, and so on and so on. But technically it's supposed to be showing more, and yes, I do get it. I am favoring my left side more, so I got to work on that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. And yeah, I get it. I did have a hole here, I have a couple holes there. I know that's obviously not what you want, but again, this is why we're practicing. So yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this. I'll probably give it another pass, and like I said, I turned it down to 148 from 158, so we'll see how that goes. I'll show you guys right now in a second. This is the last one for the day. I'm just gonna prep some more metals and stuff, but it's looking a little bit better. I personally feel like the more passes I do, the like a little bit I get a little more and more better, you know, with every pass that I make. Again, you can still see some what's it called, like if I'm running a little too hot still, or honestly I think my heat's actually pretty good. I just need to work on traveling faster, because this all this down here was freehand from here all the way up to like about right here. That's when you could tell that it starts changing my weave right here. You can see all this looks the same. Well, this looks like one thing, and then this looks a little bit different, but and then right here all this looks the same, all that. And again, you can't really see my weave lines, and you're supposed to. So I feel like I'm at the correct heat. I just gotta work on my well, not my wrist motion, but my elbow and shoulder motion, so I can go a little bit faster up, just a hair faster, you know. And yeah, and then also it helps if I have these surfaces on the area clean right here. I should have been cleaning them right here, just so that I don't have all these little like bumpy stuff, because when I'm walking my cup, sometimes it gets stuck on these, you know, sometimes, and I bump it up a little, you know. And yeah, it's not like a huge difference, but when you're doing this again and it messes you up and you're like, oh shit, you bring it back and you start going again, get caught, and then oh shit, bring it back, and it's a whole lot of those stuff. But anyways, other than that though, it looks okay. It's definitely needs improvement though, obviously. But yeah, this will be it for today.